Bellingham Now. We are here at day 2 of the Noisy Waters Mural Festival, and as you can see, everybody is showing up today. Atmospheric River has left the building. We got a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of clouds, but some really awesome energy happening here today. The artists have made a lot of progress on their murals so far. Got to talk to a bunch of them, talk to some board members, and just right in here next to me, the Makers Market is going. So that huge market that usually takes over the ferry terminal, that is the crew that is here today with a bunch of different local vendors, businesses, artisans, just showing up for people to check out some different local goods. So lots happening. We're gonna head inside and enjoy the day.
My name is Chroma J. I'm from Taos, New Mexico. I also go by Jody Herrera, which is my formal name, and I love being here in Bellingham. My art style is basically realism and storytelling. I like to tell the stories of the people that I am painting or of the communities that I'm working with. I'm painting a peonies flower, and yeah, it's going to have some gold and whatnot, and yeah. I basically heard a lot about Bellingham and how the community here was really awesome. I also really love that they have an indigenous center, which was something that really was important. Like, you guys are inclusive and conscious, and I felt like I could be at home here. And I couldn't wait to meet Bellingham. I've heard so much about it. I love the people here. Bellingham has incredible, the people here are so nice. I really love meeting all the other different artists, getting to just swap stories, and it's basically art camp for artists here, and it's a place where I get to see old friends and new friends, make new friends. It's awesome.
And kind of a technical question, we're curious, when muralists are setting up murals, you guys kind of do this sort of base pattern situation. What is that for? Can you kind of explain why murals do that?
Yes. So it's so funny. I think I call it the squiggle grid. What is it called again?
Grid.
I call it squiggle grid. It's just a grid.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call it what I call it.
Squiggle grid is
Doodle grid, yeah.
I like squiggle grid, that's fun.
Yeah. So basically, when artists are trying to lay down their drawing and it's small, it helps us make it larger by doing a doodle grid. And basically what you do is you put whatever kind of cryptic message that you want on the wall. It could be anything, and then you overlay your image, your drawing, using technology, and then you're able to see where the lines meet up with the symbols, and so it acts like a grid system for your drawing, and so you're capable of doing the drawing without mapping it out using measuring tape and everything. So it's cool.
So a lot of math and science with art.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I just really love Bellingham. It's such a sweet, genuine place, and I'm really happy to be here. So yeah, all these people are pretty great.
Who's the
best person? Victor's the best. Victor. Oh.
So I'm Anaïs Lera. I'm originally from France, but I live in Vancouver, so I arrived from Vancouver. And I paint a mural and I do illustration. I will say psychedelic, botanical. Oh, I always wanted to paint in the US, so I applied to Noisy Waters, and I'm very happy that I get in. This weekend I'm painting just a very decorative, patterny floral. It's a mix of flowers, so I have a lot of references, and I just make my own flower based on different references. I think everyone here is absolutely lovely, and we are so well welcomed. Everything is so well organized, so it's great. It's a good moment.
My name is Steven Teller. Traveled from St. Augustine, Florida. Super stoked to be here. Kind of like a psychedelic, graphic realism, sort of based in nature and portraits and kind of entanglement of nature and the connection to people and nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a pretty similar representation of that. It's a portrait, kind of like of a multi-ethnic female with like a gaze into the sky, kind of, you know, and like an upward hopeful kind of gaze, as well as like Pacific rhododendron kind of coming through the background. So it's like a little subtle stay flower thing, but she's surrounded in flowers, but they're kind of in these tilted colors, and it's kind of like a psychedelic connection to nature. And then the flowers are kind of like coming through her, going to be over here, kind of like coming through her face in like a transparent way. So it's kind of like they're blossoming through her, sort of thing. Well, I have a, you know, when my peers kind of had been involved the last few years, I was able to see, you know, it looked like an awesome event, you know, just the space. And I've been looking for a reason to have my art take me out to the Pacific Northwest kind of in general. So super stoked to come here, see how beautiful this space is. And then gonna go travel to like North Cascade National Park and just go see the beauty and wonder that's out here. Exactly that so far, just like how beautiful it is in the area. And they have put us up in a really beautiful like cabin space up by the lake. So just out in nature, and it's, you know, just eating blueberries literally that are growing, or blackberries that are growing right there. So kind of just beautiful, yeah.
My name is Emily Ding. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, but I came here from Los Angeles to paint here in Bellingham. I typically paint really colorful flora and fauna. My art style is very painterly, very layered. I love creating almost like fables and fairy tales with animals, and yeah, it's a little rainbow world of mine. So here I'm painting an interaction between two animals that you might not normally see. So it's kind of a moment that I've created between like a predator animal and a prey animal. It's a rabbit and a coyote, or could be a wolf, could be a fox, you know, whatever floats your boat. And it's a moment that seems unlikely, but you can tell there's a moment of tension and maybe even a bit of tenderness in it. Noisy Waters and the Mural Festival was really appealing to me because actually the first mural festival, the first job out of state I ever painted was a mural competition. And I haven't done one since then, like 8 years. So it was really cool to apply and have that opportunity again. And also, I love events like these that really bring the community together, and it's cool to be a part of it for a small amount of time. My favorite part about Bellingham and the community so far is that everyone seems like they're really there for each other, like knowing how many people came out to volunteer, and you know, it was raining all yesterday, but everyone really chipped in to make it a good experience, and to see everyone come out, that's my favorite part so far.
My name is Chelsea Jepson, and I'm a board member of Paper Whale. I'm a treasurer. I was born and raised in Bellingham, and I joined the board after going to the Mural Festival in Vancouver with Gretchen and Nick, actually. I joined the board because I was inspired by the spirit of generosity that I was seeing from everyone involved. It was attracting people that were just giving of themselves and really participating in a genuine and authentic way that I felt was very valuable. What I get to do is weigh in on several different elements, and certainly in the early days, a little bit more so with the Downtown Activation Project, sharing my ideas and my visions, and that was very, very fun and fulfilling to be involved in that way. Yeah, they bring us together in unique ways. They bring out joyful moments, they help us feel together, they inspire people to be more vibrant and living their fuller selves. I'm inspired to see it continue to grow and to bring more people here, you know, inviting the artists from out of town, sharing the beauty of the area with them, and just continuing to grow the beauty of arts in downtown. Thanks everyone for coming to Noisy Waters, and see you at the next event, Fire and Story.
It is Saturday evening beginning of the Noisy Waters Mural Festival. They have live music happening right behind me. The artists have come a long way in the last 24 hours, and I am going to go ahead and take my 10 tokens and vote for my favorite artwork that I'm hoping to see here in Bellingham. So essentially the way it works is everybody gets up to 10 tokens that they purchase. You purchase it over at the token desk. You get a couple of these guys, and then there is a box where you get to vote for your favorite artwork, and that's how some of the prize walls are selected. So let's go vote for some public art.